Hello.
All right, I'm back, but we don't have the face cam, and the reason for that is that when OBS freezes and crashes, sometimes it doesn't want to let go of other applications and sources, so it doesn't want to let go of face cam. I actually had to quit the. Pardon me. I actually had to quit the word the Minecraft game entirely and restart it from scratch because the previous version or previous instance of OBS wouldn't let go of it. I mean, you can run with MultiMC or Prism or whatever, you can run multiple instances, but not multiple of the same instance. So, yeah. It's okay. You don't want to read my face right now because I probably would be looking a little bit sour kitty. So, yeah, we will get back to what we were trying to do. The intention is to head underground. Now I had a nice place to go down the hole over here, which is probably going to be our more regular spot. But I still have a hole over there because that's where we're coming down from above and lighting up. And I think this is gonna work. Okay, yeah. The mini HUD is okay for this version of the game. But the light overlays and the light level, both of those are not. Alright. This one down here and look for any mistakes. I know there's a few spots that I didn't get lit up that could pose a problem as we go, but we're gonna just try and deal with it and tear it out. Tear out stuff. Okay, so the floor level down there is going to be torn out. And we're going to actually try and connect this cave to the one below. I'm hoping not to get as far as connecting the, go away, guys. I'm hoping to get not as far as connecting the, sculk level, but that's just because I'm paranoid about meeting anything remotely, even a little bit sculk related. Just, you know, being a wimp and all that. But thank you very much to those that stuck with me. Oh, for the love of Murgatroyd, where'd you come from, you stupid skeleton? Hear you.
Hello.
Want to see you. Bet you're straight down here. Nope, you're not. Where? Where? There's the chick. You. You know what? We can get out of here, so let's just drop on in and take him out. Come on, guys. Be trouble. Right there. Right there. No. And no. Hello? Please. Thank you. Flag? Alright. Thought I got most of the places done. Apparently there's a lot that I have not. To connect, yes. I have these? No. Okay. Flag, love you. Can we get all the way to the back? Excellent. I actually had to swap out the mods. So the light level ones are gone. I'm back using mini HUD. Which is interesting because I didn't realize that some of the features I was using, I didn't realize I was using them. Now I know. You're right, Hobozim, it did lead me to find out that there were a few places that I had forgotten to light up. We can see a couple of spots here and there. I mean, it's not a big deal because if it's one block and then most of it's lit up, then you've got a pretty good guess where stuff is coming from. But you can see there's also chunks, like that zone, that didn't get lit up. And I would dearly love to just be able to drop a torch and call it a day. There's another one over there, but not going to happen, I'm afraid. actually have to go down and cave it the classic way. Ah. I'm sorry that your laptop is being uncooperative, Fantastic Shockbox. I would not wish this upon you, so just, heads up on that one. Where am I? Come on. I think there's a hole in here somewhere. Look, I'm tired of this nonsense. What am I missing? Really? Like, there's tons of cave, and really? Okay. Oops. That's dumb. I went and looked, and then I didn't actually make use of that information. Okay, so I'm up there. What I'm looking for. Wall? Nope. Come on, for Pete's sake, I'm trying to find that hole. Like, oh, I see. Okay. I'm way too far up. Roughly. Got a ways to go. Who needs those show-proof stairs? There we go. Not quite what I had hoped. Not the direction I wanted to go. Why not? Down this way. Do you want to find that cave, but not like in the overhang style? There we go. That's better. This. All right. We're on the lip. Which way did I not light up? I lit up that way. I just figured out how to update on Prism. It wasn't hard, but you had a few areas to learn. Oh, okay, yeah. It's not hard. That's why I like that one so much. It's not a perfect solution, but it does help. Yeah. But what I'm trying right now, just for Fantastic Shockbox's information, and anyone else who's curious, is I am not currently using my Stream Deck whatsoever. One of the things that I found last night when I was trying to update. Oh, did I even get this button? Let's light up. That would be negative. Come on. Weird. Okay, look. Dug down and I missed the spot entirely. What on earth? So how did I miss that? That's a cave. That's not what I'm going to be in. That's fine. Whatever. I'm getting to the, I don't care point. We're down. All right. Oh. Okay. So anyway, long story made short-ish, I guess, is that when I was looking at every time that OBS crashed in the application reports, what do you call them? Windows logs, I guess? Event viewers and all that stuff for you nerdy people. Anyways, it looks like that a what do you call it? Dynamic link layer file. That's nerdy. But anyways, the dynamic link layer file for Stream Deck was always involved. So that poses all kinds of problems because there isn't one that I can find. I have been through every single one of the OBS folders and cannot find a reference to it. Nor does it actually say that that module is missing. It's just, I don't know, it complains. So, suffice to say I'm puzzled. Very, very puzzled. And then ran it all through DC Stream, just had OBS sitting open, doing its thing, doing that, what do you call it, that test? So where you're sort of both streaming to Twitch, but you're not really streaming, it's sort of like a load test kind of thing. Pardon me. And not a once did it fail. I left it on through, you see, slightly long stream, I left it on through watching Lena Hun, and both of which, you know, it should have failed, but it didn't. And I had Minecraft on in the background doing different things and stuff, and it didn't fail. So I thought, okay, well, whatever it was, I'll be fine today. Yeah. BS on that. So, who knows? So, Fantastic Sherlock Fox is aiming for some time. Oh, yes! I'm sorry, he's aiming for some time to be on the server, but I don't know if we'll get it. I hope he gets the chance. I'm totally willing to pitch in and help out where I can. I know I just took down the torch. Low enough, you're not going to be a problem. I'll put in another torch. Alright, so, yeah. It's Tech Week. It's Tech Month? I don't know. So what I'm basically going to do, I even tried putting in a brand new instance of OBS with no plugins whatsoever. And unfortunately, Stream Deck wouldn't recognize it because it's not in the default folder. So, yeah. It is what it is, I suppose. You know, they say some days you win, some days you lose. Some days you lose big. Alright, so let's get down to the actual topic. The actual intent for today is to go in underneath this and make it a bigger hole in the floor. But I think I'm going to head up to the top of that structure and just take out the extra layer. I don't need this weird extension I've got going on here. Let's start with that. I know we're going to have some materials wasted. Things like that happen sometimes in necessity. Oh, I'm playing the game. I will. Really? Fine. Can't get out. Can I knock it out of the water, please? Dumb. We've got a few spots that I apparently missed. That's okay, because they shouldn't matter fairly soon, I hope. And I don't care if this... Oh, I do care about that. Just throw a torch over... There's torches there. See how dark we get when I start tearing torches. Yes, I probably should put down the beacon. What I'm actually going to do is tear out this layer and then throw down the beacon. The reason I'm not doing it faster is just for control, so I don't end up going splat on the floor. But yeah. The other thing I'm thinking of doing too is Fantastic Sherlock Fox and I have been discussing whether or not I'm going to try a split setup. I've got the juice in the machine to do a single stream setup. I mean, I've been doing a single stream setup for months. But being as it's being such a pill, we're looking at getting something where OBS is stable and just works, and then figuring out like on another machine and then just playing into it. I'm really not a fan of the idea. I just don't want to do that. But I understand that if I just can't get it to work on this machine, then that's better than not being able to stream at all. in honesty, sometimes when it just isn't up for I just want to throw in the towel. However, then I don't get projects like this done. Coming up to a few days where it'll be a weird situation. I mean, I've got 3 or 4 days supposedly to troubleshoot. It's not really as freed up as it sounds. Tomorrow is a half day for our kids at school. Fridays are always weird because of that. And then they've got their spring break, which means that there'll be a little bit more high-touch interaction than usual. So we'll just see what happens. We'll see. I mean, it's one thing. They've got some time with their grandmas and stuff on the weekends. That will work out well. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's a good point. Game sounds, where are you? Let's move this one a little bit, because without a face cam, it doesn't matter where the mic is, right? The other thing we can always do if we get really stuck, the extreme sound muffler is cooperating, so I can, if need be, go and shut up the sound of glass breaking. The biggest complaint I'm getting in the logs for that one, when I was getting all kinds of errors with Minecraft yesterday, was that the game is, or the Prism Launcher part of the game is complaining because Extreme Sound Muffler doesn't have a square logo. Really, like it's mad the icon isn't square. That's its biggest complaint. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I completely forgot. Let's try this again. Switch, enable, and see if this actually likes it. Connecting to channel. Okay, so it thinks that my Twitch chat will be in game chat. We'll see. Sorry about that, Zim. I do apologize. Oh wow, that is loud. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go in here, and we're going to go recent glass. We're going to take the glass. I hadn't thought about this. We're going to take the glass break. Instead of muffling it entirely, we're going to make it like half of what it normally is. See if that helps. That's actually not bad. So you are hearing game sounds, but not glass. I'm going to try that rather specifically and reverse the change that I did. Yeah. So that's the other thing I like about Extreme Sound Muffler, is that it can actually... do I care? It can actually muffle certain sounds rather directly. Morning, B Silver Bee. I hope it's a good morning for you. Yeah, hope it's a good morning for you. That's the arrow box. Here's the shulker box. Project box. Project boxes are left behind. Okay, fine. That's okay. I can get rid of some of these. Don't need all this glass because I'm breaking that out. I hope your day is going fairly well. I don't need these. That. There'll be a lot of this other stuff showing up, so I'll just leave them there for now. Don't need the water buckets. I'm gonna leave the lava bucket. That should be good. It'll keep us for a little bit. this one out of the way. Okay, I think we're set. I think. Oh, more glass. To build a better shop than market stall. So it looks like Brian's got some stuff to do, apparently. Aside from some general oddness, it does appear to be Technical Thursday. You updated your gaming laptop and now it won't boot. Oh! Ooh, that's bad. I can understand then why Fantastic Sherlock Fox, you tend to like to keep your machines quote-unquote clean, is just because of stuff like that. Let's save room for these after all. Okay, let's get this next layer torn down. I would say that this latest Windows update is a bit of a curse. On the other hand, Fantastic Sherlock Fox's laptop, as far as I know, like the basic Windows part of it, is running the regular releases. I'm on the release channel of the Insider program or whatever they call it, so I suspect mine might have more bugs available in it than his version would, but I don't understand why his hardware would not cooperate like that. I used to find tech challenges very, very interesting. But most of the tech challenges I had run into through my job, more than a decade ago, as a tech support, I used to be able to solve those problems. And now all that's left, because I can solve those problems, are the kind that I can't, and those just get really frustrating. I don't even know what you mean by hybrid graphics. That'll be interesting. Ah, yeah. I always found overclocking to be useful yet risky, and tend not to overclock it manually. What I mean by that is that there's still programs you can get that'll force an overclock from inside the operating system, but I tend to just leave it because I knew I didn't know enough about overclocking to do it properly without having all kinds of issues. So I can totally see why that's something that is a point of exploration when your son's laptop wasn't cooperating, or your son's computer. Yep, some things don't change. I'm not on the most current version of NVIDIA drivers for my lovely little video card either, which is too bad because there's Fantastic Sherlock Fox pointed out there's a super cool feature of upscaling. So you can actually take things like, say there's a 1080p stream and you want to watch it on your 4K TV, then, or not 4K, sorry, on your 4K monitor, then your graphics card can upscale it for you. Which is great. I love that idea. It's just, you have to have a certain version of the graphics card, or graphics drivers. And due to other issues I've been having, that version of the graphics is not an option. Because the current ones, for some reason, don't like my cameras. And so when I do that, all actual cameras come up black on my OBS, if they come up at all. And that's the big if. Right? They don't always come up. Can I reach that one? There we go. I don't know why everything's fragile right now. I'm not usually that hard on my machine. Like, as in, I don't normally do really weird things that cause stuff to go sideways. I can understand Minecraft being fussy. I can understand OBS being fussy, but not both. I guess it just is what it is. It's Madness March, right? The thing that wants to make you go insane. They say there's also the Ides of March. but then the modern take on that, Ides of March, is not actually what the original meaning is. It's more, I'd rather this and I'd rather that. Funny part is, you would think that when a bunch of them are blaming OBS all at once, that it would be an OBS issue, but as far as I know, there hasn't been any recent updates. So it would seem weird that there'd be problems with it months in. At least the game seems stable at the moment. And hey, I'm here, right? I'm here, you're here, we're here. Don't know about the whole having fun bit. I mean, watching somebody, chopping out the floor is probably not high on anybody's list, particularly when I have a beacon and I'm not using it. I use it when I'm being indiscriminate and I have a few layers of floor to work with, but when I've only got the one, it's a little scary. So Hobozim, when your Windows update came through, because I'm on Windows 11 as well, are you on the mainstream program, or are you on the Windows Insider program thing? So, I mean, I thought about getting out of it, but the problem was that it says if you want out of the program, you either have to wait until the next Windows install comes around, or you actually have to do a complete flatten of your machine to get out of it right now. I thought, well, that's kind of insane. I really don't particularly want to entirely flatten my computer. I mean, you guys have been hearing from Fantastic Sherlock Fox about how I'm just getting the whole backing up business configured properly. I had to do a Windows backup to the server, our NAS, but now I don't trust it. So yeah, I don't trust the backup. But maybe we'll have some tech conversations over Discord afterwards. There was actually, it's funny because there's a bunch of people who were asking for setup help and stuff from one of our other fellow streamers, Huge Stormy Owl, and so it sounds like there's going to be a session for that as well. It just seems like the world is weird in the streaming community, or in our streaming community of late, and it's kind of frustrating that people aren't getting themselves set comfortably the way they want, because I know that we all have great stories to tell on stream, or great what do you call it, great viewer content, great chats to have. Well, exactly. So that's one of the things that we've got is I bought this machine last year as a treat with some inheritance, and it's been performing great. I didn't want to go to Windows 11 initially because people were saying it was very unstable, and they didn't like some of the instabilities or weird test features that seem to be coming out. And so I waited, more than a year, and finally decided, okay, well, I'll take the plunge. But I was saying it's fairly stable. There's some things we're getting end of life for their old driver programs, and I'm like, well, if they're going to be compatibility mode anyways, I might as well just upgrade and off we go. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if it was a mistake. I don't mind the Windows 11 layout. It's got some cool perks to it. And I mean, OBS-wise, it's been actually allowing me a little bit more of a recovery than the previous one. Windows 11 would not allow me to run two instances of OBS at the same time. It just freaked out. And this one, even when for some reason the computer just won't let go of the first instance that froze up, it'll say, you've already got it running. Do you want to start a second one anyways? And I say yes, and it just lets me. I mean, that's allowed me to come back a few times from pretty rough updates. Or not updates, sorry, pretty rough crashes. But, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't like things. I'll be kind of frustrated if I find out Stream Deck is the problem, because I really like my Stream Decks. My cheaty buttons and all. But I mean, for the number of times that they don't work, it's been fine, till I added the Stream Deck Plus, and that's some of the dials on it. I don't blame the hardware in the slightest. I don't even blame the software specifically for that hardware. All the button part is fine. Even the dials are fine. It's just that since they started updating to allow, or to include support for their own device that I've had problems with everything else. So I can't blame OBS for that. Yeah, you know you've got lag when... Generally, like the day-to-day operations of 11 I'm fine with. And it works. It's actually almost Apple grade of the it just works. But whatever it is I'm trying to do, it doesn't like. And there's a few other weird things that when I look in the event viewer, there's certain things my administrator account viewer doesn't have permission to do. So that's a little disconcerting. I mean, if there isn't supposed to be anything higher than the administrator account, and my user still doesn't have permissions. So that sounds sketchy, and I need to look into that. Yeah, this is actually meant to be a gaming box. Like that's the be all and end all for this machine. So I can totally see what you're saying there. Set an extra lip back on later. 1, 2, 3. So, anyways, outside of game complaints or gaming complaints, I guess. I was poking around at some of the news yesterday for Minecraft, and in with a few of the other pieces. I mean, we've got sniffers and stuff are coming along, but I was quite pleased to see that with these archaeology pots and stuff, that it's actually finally supposed to be coming. Yay! That they're releasing a whole bunch of new pieces, because originally, when they first released that in one of the snapshots, it was like, you can make 4 pots. That's it. That's all you had bits and bobs for. Couldn't you mix and match parts for those 4 pots? And now it looks like that's changed, so that I think the math from one of our community members was saying you've got nearly 6,000 combinations, which makes the archaeology pot thing far more interesting to me than it used to be. Far, far more interesting. I know Fantastic Sharks Fox has a couple of technology toys. They're not really toys, but they're tools that we picked up for him to muck around with that would work better on Windows than on his Macintosh. So or his Apple computer, so I suspect that would be a possibility, but he doesn't use them very much, and so mostly he keeps his machines pretty clean, so for him to be having problems with it, it's a little disappointing. Not fall off the edge here. But yes, I'm looking into the archaeology stuff. Looks like a whole lot of fun. The armor trims thing, while I appreciate they have quite a lot of different possibilities, I'm not necessarily enamored with the difficulty in getting them. I don't know about you, but I have zero interest in battling the Piglin brutes if I don't have to. Bastions and so on are not one of my fun places to be. If they're going to insist that we have to be there to be able to get them, I don't know if I'm even going to bother with an armor trim. I mean, there's a point at which an armor trim, or not having an armor trim, is almost going to be a trim in itself. So yeah, I'm looking forward to some of those new pieces coming out, but a lot of it I'm actually deciding that I think I'd like to explore the update as it comes out, rather than having a gazillion pieces of news in advance. Sorry about that. Okay, so I got the main platform done. So now I know how big I need to be able to make it below, right? Because really what I want to do is move this tray quite a ways down and then get some more layers in here, because 3 was kind of chintzy. Not to mention that I had to light up the caverns anyways to try and force spawns to be in the farm. But as you can see, I mean, not only do I just have a torch here, but as you can see, there's enough light going around from these outside torches that it's not going to spawn squat. And the other thing I haven't built yet is any way of getting the stuff from down there, once it drops, back up there. So at some point I'm going to need to head to the Nether and pick up some soul sand, I think it is? Oil, whatever. The one that makes the elevator. I need both anyways, so it's not a big deal. But I just need to go pick some of that stuff up. We'll be headed out there fairly soon. Alright, let's fly down and start tearing out the floor. First. Oh yeah, they'll always change everything before release. I mean, I think they just start testing features in and out repeatedly, and then they dump them all on you at actual release, and that's when it becomes Hotfix City. You need to open a soul shop. So many don't like going to the Nether server. Either that or Fantastic Shock Fox, you caught my curse. It was funny because I can't remember whose stream I was in while I was... I can't remember whose stream was in after I had problems yesterday. Oh, Jade's. We went into Jade's stream after mine yesterday, and she was having all kinds of issues with her setup and weird colors and all sorts of stuff. And I said, "Uh-oh, the curse is spreading." And she's like, "Thank you for bringing the curse with you." No, didn't intend to. Really? Okay. Hey, I can land. Woo! Weirdly, that's impressive. Looks like if I tell it to only use NVIDIA, it won't even run the display. Oh, so your NVIDIA drivers are really hooped. But at least you can get other drivers, like as in the built-in ones, to run enough that you can get your NVIDIA one rolled back. So the Windows update should be fine, hopefully, but the NVIDIA drivers are toast. So this is one of those times when it's prudent for me to put up the beacon. Did I bring the beacon? That's another question. Did I bring the beacon? Nope, beacon's upstairs. I'm gonna need a hole anyways. I guess upstairs we go. Oh, ow! See, not very good at this whole flying thing. Okay, did I put... I'm not even high enough up. Come on, up here. Please, stay. Whoa, whoops. Okay, there we go. Aw, man. Okay, you know what? Just for me, I'm gonna have a glass in here for now. I know it's supposed to be non-spawnable, but we'll see if it causes problems. We're going up. And I can plug this other hole, which is nice. Shouldn't have too much noise out of there. Hopefully it'll be quieter under the yurt. Oh, I guess apparently I came up here as well. Okay, well, we'll plug that too. It's cheap. You opposed. You opposed? Interesting. Alright, so let's go get the project boxes, which should get us our what do you call it? Our beacon, so we can actually get moving. But hey, without the stream deck, knock on wood, the things haven't crashed yet. This has the beacon. Let's just pull that out to start with. Watch me go splat with the beacon. I can ditch some of these extra bits and bobs. I think it's that drawer, but it's not. This, that, there. I think I've got everything. Don't need slabs right now. I can put those away. Project box. Those in the pile. Okay, that should be reasonable. I'm stacking everything together. Actually, I don't need those. I'm tearing out. Sorry. Okay, I don't even know what those were for. Buttons. Alright. Let's take the... what's this? Oh, right, I know why I needed that. It's the project box below. Okay. This one can go here. One can go up there. Make these for the extra stuff I'm going to pick up. That one goes over there. Alright. We've got everything. Everything we're going to get. So, where did I put? Aha. Platforms. So because I can, you have, what is it, 5 minutes, I think? Could be 10, depending on how I set that up. I think it's 5. To predict whether or not you think a chicken egg will give you a chicken, or whether we're not going to get anything out of it. And I'm going to go down and put this beacon up. And we'll have to figure our way up just to get the roof, a roof hole. Perfect timing. Enjoy your lurk, Bee Silver Bee. I'm actually going to move that one down here. And then we can build it right on this platform. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Is that an overhang over there? Oh, right. That's the scariest not overhang with... Yes, okay. Leave a 1 block gap so I can get through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do I want to put this? 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Okay. Two, 3. So that way we can speed everything up, right? Six, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you oopsed. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good. At some point I'll flex and do it all in emeralds, just because I can, but right now is not the time. I need the emeralds for a lot of other things, like getting more of the librarians to get me some of the things I'm missing, like fortune and something else I was looking for the other day. I can't remember what it was. Two, 3, 4, 5. Go. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3. And the reason for doing it this way, 2, 3, is then I put this one on top. 7, 5, 9, 7, 5, 3, right? 9, 7, 5, 3. It's actually this one. 1, 2, 3. There, okay. That gives it a bit of a light of its own. That's why I don't need to worry about spawnability. Oops. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay. Apparently we go back upstairs. Jeepers creepers. Why did I take out that extra stack of iron? Makes no sense. Thought I had it. Delenn is really not on the ball today. What I'm gonna do actually is this coordinate is, what number is this? Write it down. So we've got, where's my scratch paper? I have a stack of a bazillion pieces of scratch paper, and some of them are actually for scratching, and some of them actually have points. That's like important info on them. That's a scratch paper piece. Okay. You've got 2259 by 303. Did I? There we go. So the point here is that I will fly up and then I can find, oh, so that I can find that spot, but that's not good. Huh. Okay. Good to know. Let's see, what's this one? Two more blocks over. Ooh. See you Tuesday. Have a good weekend. I'll probably see you around in some other people's streams in the meantime. Okay, so this one is 301. 301. 300 might even be better. I've got one extra gap. Oh well. So I can come down here and we'll miss the edge of the platform. Oops. Ow! Ow! Why do I do that every stinking time? Okay, so we had 2259 and 301. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. You're gonna get over there, I think. It's like, yeah, that is smack center of the bridge. Oh. Fine. Use this one. Which makes sense. I mean, that's the edge. You know, at this point of the game, it really would be easier just to make one up in the air. And just say, heck with that space down there and ignore it. I hope work goes well. Project debug. Put some hoppers in there. And stuff. Hoppers, this and that. What else? I'm gonna need the stone cutter, so I'll throw that in there. Okay, I think we're good. Maybe. I put my bucket. And it's gonna be sleep time. Okay, so for anybody who's still around, we have a chicken prediction on the go. So let's see what we can get. So let's see if we have any chickens out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we got a chicken. So the result of said chicken prediction is chicken for sure. Right. So, the chicken prediction, nobody voted. We had chicken for sure. Alright. I'm back into the hole. See if we can get ourselves a whole lot of beacon. Oops. Close this one. No, that's fine. You were the only one there, so it's no big deal. No worries.
Hello there.
Hello there, Neon. How are you today? How are you today? I'm in the middle of resetting up my beacon so that we can actually get this puppy on the road. What did I say it was? Oh phooey. 260 something? On the end here. Nope, 262. Yep, 260, right on the corner, which means I need to move all of this. Two, three, oh, too high. We can do some bed bombing. Ooh. Yeah, see, that's something I've never tried before. Okay. So this would be the 3x3 zone. So 1, 2, 3. Nine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take this one off. Yeah. Part of what I don't want to lose. Oh well. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think. 6, 7, 8, 9. This one. I know it sounds dumb when I'm getting myself confused, but yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is too many. Can I get it back? Lucky. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one's too many. Nope. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's too many. Five in the middle. 6, 7, 8, 9. I need this one gone. 7, 8, 9. In all honesty, I don't know. Ah. Okay. There we go. Six, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We're okay to that point. At the moment, it doesn't even seem to be streaming rates, anything like that. I actually just have no stability in OBS. So I'll be honest, Neon, I apologize very strongly, but that one has unfortunately gone down the list of priorities just temporarily because stability, the stream in the first place, is a little higher than that. But your challenge with being able to hear the audio is definitely still on the list. I thought we'd had it solved, but then I had other crashy problems, and yeah, that one just kind of fell a little bit, and I do apologize for that. I guess one could say there's no audio if there's no stream. That's a bit of a good logic. What I'm actually trying to do here is set up the beacon so that I can so that I can actually dig out the lower part of this cavern, because the farm is pitiful, and so I will drop it down to the one below. Morning, Tiz, how are you? Good to see you. Aha, must have found the right spot. We actually have a beacon. Okay. Let's pay for this beacon. Make it as fast as we can, I guess. It's probably the best one. We get this job done, right? Maybe kind of, sort of. It's tempting to do other things instead, like, you know, regeneration. But I think that we should be okay. Cross my fingers. So what we're looking at, if I do this right, not fall off the edge. I'm not particularly sure why it's green down there. Probably some sort of spawning sphere thing that I didn't pay attention to. But yeah, we're getting down there. So we actually have to dig out all of this and move the beacon a couple of times and so on. So yeah, fun. Now, honestly, now that I think about it, hindsight 2020 and all that, won't do it on camera, but I probably should have drilled a hole down through this stuff that we're going to dig out. Put the beacon somewhere in the middle, but, you know, that would involve planning. But this is a lot more effective than it is, and this way I don't have to worry as much about, like, torching up and such, because we're just tearing out the layers that the things could spawn on. Whoa! But I'm not going to be an idiot about it. Let's throw it there. Sure. So yeah. More diggy. I honestly thought I was done after the weekend, but oh well, you know. I'm being a little bit stubborn about this because, I mean, in all honesty, with my skill level, I really shouldn't be doing mob farms below ground, but it's one of those things where I try to push myself for something new to me every season, something that's a little beyond my comfort level. And dealing with underground spaces is definitely beyond my comfort level. So, between the opportunity to go splat and the opportunity for mobs, it's not one of my favorite places. I only really need it big enough to build the farm. That's why I keep looking up, because if I don't need a whole huge hole, then why bother, right? Okay, so this one, I probably should have taken the coordinates, right? You know, that would have been sensible. There? Sure. That was a weird sound. Wonder what I cut there. In truth be told, I don't even really need to be as far as the beacon, right? I just need, well, maybe I do. How far do I need to go? Under the beacon-ish? Just realized I could, no, not that one, this one. Oh, whoops. Oh well. Looking at the project thing. Where is the center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go, that'll help a little bit. Not just the light, but also that I can see what I'm sort of maxing out at. I don't really need to go beyond the center of the beacon, because it just needed to be off the edge of top enough. Yeah, it had to just miss the edge of the platform. That should be enough. This part. How far over? I don't even know what corner that is. This? Estimate approximately. I'm just gonna make myself a map. We've got 2267, 302. It feels weird looking at it from below. All right, and then over this corner. I should probably just drop it while I'm there. We're still 302, right? Oh, 322? Yeah, roughly. Okay, and then this one is kind of ballparking around 322. Yeah, I did the math on this actually. That probably would be right. Okay, so I'm gonna guess 2287 is probably my next one because we're moving by about 20 blocks. If I can make it to 2287. Aha! No, 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 no. You waterlogged mess. Okay. Thank you. $322 by... Oh yes, 40. Yes. 47. Gotcha. Okay. Went the wrong way. 22, 47, 322, 22, 47, 302. Okay. Got my four corners. Means this one goes there. Dig myself another great big hole. I have paranoia about falling down to my death below. Kind of crazy. Read that? There we go. 22, 47, 302. 57. Divorce 64. These. Just put the glass on. All right, I think. There's no Wolfen to try and come to her death to get these. Not either. $302. 301, 300. I'm glad this morning's going smoothly so far. I do apologize for being quiet. As I said, I don't want to mess up the counts, so I don't actually have to dig out as much as I thought. But on the other hand, as I said, I don't relish that bit. Okay, next layer. Fine. Four. Quite middle, let's put it over here instead. Okay, where did... I need another box shortly, anyway. The beacon, this goes much faster than I originally anticipated. And gravel scares me a little bit just because it seems to come up from underneath me quite easily. What the DC says? Don't be scared now? Help. $254. We needed 2 47, right? Okay. That's there. I suppose we'll start here. Right there. Well, some may say a swinging motion is more effective. I have to be careful when I do that, just so I don't get motion sick. Oh, actually, oops. I keep saying every season I'd love to have, enough blocks I don't have to think about what I'm doing when I'm building. This is a great way to do it. You're walking around cleaning up your own mess. I'm in the mood. Platforms. And that sound means if you are interested in betting whether or not a chicken will actually come out of an egg, it's on the screen there. And in theory, we're supposed to hear that sound a second time when the prediction is finished. Supposed to. I can't guarantee it at the moment. So we're just a little quiet here. I wish I had stories to tell. Can't think of much. I was reading the school newsletter this morning, and I'm kind of torn because I don't really like the idea that schools will be using, say, a bottle drive to help offset costs for a school, like a camp for the kids, an outdoor school project. On the other hand, I'm kind of glad they are. Yet, our parents group is quote-unquote crying all around because they don't have enough volunteers to staff their period of time at the casino. And yet, and I don't believe in that, and yet what are they spending it on? They're things like microphones and green screens and the cost of an artist in residency, so the youth can make stuff like a rap hip-hop dance and rap video about the stuff they've been learning in class, like science. I don't know what to think of that. I think the content's kind of dumb for them to be doing that with, and the and while I appreciate the artist in residency stuff as a concept, I'm not sure that I'm supporting that in what they're doing with it. I don't think we need to make profit off people's addictions to spending money on games that are rigged for them not to win, and then spend it on things the school doesn't need. Right? I have no problem if they were sort of, say, refreshing their laptops or buying, I don't know, like our book fair bought more books, right? I don't have problems with stuff like that. But I don't necessarily think the school needs things like microphone recording equipment and green screens. So, yeah, people might disagree with me, and they're welcome to do so. That's just something that I was reading about this morning, and I was kind of torn because, so they're doing casinos for microphones and green screens type of purchases. They do other things with it too, so no arguments there. But they do those sorts of things, and then they're running bottle drives to be able to pay for the outdoor school that is kind of natural for the kids to go to every year, and it's usually quite expensive. That's where kids learn about environmentalism and stuff. And it's not necessarily arts over outdoors. I recognize that could sound biased as a scout leader. It's just, one is a facility that exists and you're paying fees to go there. And the other one is, grab a sheet, grab a little bit of cheap cloth dye, and make your sheet green, and then deal. As in, teach the kids about how to deal with a green screen home brewed, using their software to sort out which particular shade of green you happen to get your sheet to dye to. We recognize that the quality won't be studio grade. That's fine. Opportunities for editing software instruction, but even if you can't clean it up enough, plenty of streamers would understand when you can't clean up the quality of your mic. I get that. But I just don't necessarily think that we need to be, spending for things like that and then asking for people's bottles for things that are a little more valuable, I guess. It bothers me. I know I won't have to worry about it for too much longer because technically my son's going to be going to a new school in the fall, new grade and all that. but my daughter's still there, and it's, I don't know, it bugs me. Okay, so nobody has gotten in on the chicken thing, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to cancel that one. Not worth it. And fresh, yeah. And we won't worry about that. Today is one of those days where people are clearly interested in getting their work done and just chilling, and I'm okay with that. You know, we don't have to be doing things left, right, and center all the time. Between that and the technology headaches we were talking about, like between people being quiet and technology headaches, I have no problem with just having a chill stream for a change. I don't always have chill streams. Yeah, let's do it when we can. Chill meaning as in not super talkative, you know, or super busy or super whatever. The chime should have actually, yeah. Let me just double check the actions. I didn't have anything pending, expecting updates, so it's no worries. We can always read them another time. I mean, it's not like it's going to change between now and next week whether or not chickens are going to come from eggs. In Minecraft or anywhere else. So yeah. And people have been more interested in hearing when I was going to get back to the monastery. I've actually had a couple of questions about that. And it certainly will happen. But Fantastic Shockbox says he's seen the world I need to download or discussed elsewhere, so we'll see if we can find it. And he's seen evidence that somebody else was popping through last season's world as well, so it should be around. I need to get myself the pieces I need to be able to move on to that project. But in doing that project, I would really like to be able to just have a self-grown unlimited source of rockets, so that's part of why I'm working on this project first. No worries, no. No, there's a chime at the beginning and a chime at the end. So I think if you missed the first chime, Neon, then the ending one probably wouldn't help you a whole lot. I do get that, no problem. It's not a big deal. I do appreciate the support nonetheless, so it's all good. Okay, 64. Go up there, 64. Let's run around and pick a bunch. The closer we get to being at the bottom of this pile, the closer we'll get to be to dealing with an awful lot of jump scares. Or, maybe not jump scares, but just frightened moments. As I said, I don't like heights. Or falling from them, parachutes or otherwise. And the space, unfortunately, is just too big for me to water up. 4. Alright. There must be a lot of stone in here. A little picking up noise is kind of satisfying. Miss one? I did. Alright. Can I get that? Yeah, let's pick up the box again, and next level. We are almost done for the day. I don't think I'm going to run too long on this one. We'll see how much, like if there's anyone out there who is going to be interesting to raid. And just sort of targeting just targeting to see if we've got anybody neat at the top of the hour. And the reason that I'm probably not going to run super long tonight or today is because with the tech issues I've had, I don't have as many of my little fun things to do available. and need to cool down a little bit on the tech angle, just because it's got me a bit frustrated. So going long is useful when I can handle it, but originally my slots were only 2 hours long to begin with anyways, and the extra length is sort of on an as-available basis. So we'll see. If I'm in a really good mood, then tomorrow we may do a Lego stream, Lego-only stream, because that'll be a good way to test something that doesn't involve the ins and outs of whether or not Minecraft will behave, and only is testing OBS. That's probably a smooth move for tomorrow, or at least a plan that gets me going, lets me do something fun that's a little different. It's outside the regular schedule, so that people who aren't expecting me to be doing something other than Minecraft won't have their regular schedule update or regular schedule upset. And I'm still looking at alternative music sources as well, but for the time being, you know, priorities and all that. And tech, figuring out why it's doing what it's doing, or at least getting it not to do it, and not to crash, is primo. Okay. You can just go over there so that I have more room in my inventory. Alrighty. Ran out already? Really? Why not? It's 5-2. Heads up, Neon. I'm gonna start one more, just because I can. Platforms. There's your first chime, which is the start of the prediction window. So if anybody wants to predict, it's a 1 in 8 chance as to whether or not there's going to be an egg, a chicken out of the egg. People have talked about the extra chance of it being 4 chickens, and that is actually about a 1 in 256 chance according to the Minecraft wiki. So take that for what it's worth. Make of it what you will, I guess is probably a better way of putting it. Pull this one out. Good, back on the right spot. Excellent. So I can run around, pick up stuff. So this big square hole will become a repeat of that platform up there. I do not expect, with the one gap, that we're going to have a whole ton of mobs. But what I will probably do once I get that platform built is, like wherever I end up building it, is just take a quick swing around the edge and just chop out anything I can reach with my pick at that point. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that. Okay, well, no problem if it's not something that interests you, because I mean, refreshing is a bit of a pain on the mobile system. You actually have to come back out and go back in and whatever. So I'm okay if you just skip it. It's not critical. Just a little way to finish off the stream. Nothing exciting. Do I have any? Okay. Yeah, you made your donation. That's a good way of putting it. What have I got here? Anything useful? No. Okay, next level. Oops. Cutting down so square because just cutting this one down so incredibly square because that way I have the absolute minimum number of blocks in my possession at any one time. Cut out only what you need to. running low when okay, so it's Thursday. She doesn't last very long, but we might head into Minecraft Mom in a few minutes here. Minecraft Mom 82. Looking to see if anybody else comes in nicely at the top of the hour. I've been trying to support some of the smaller streamers, but if not, then some of the more the family-friendly other moms like me kind of thing. And that's where some of that's coming from. But being as this was a pretty chill stream, actually the other alternative, because she tends to be a little short on Thursdays, is we might actually be able to head ourselves into Bruno. That's another good possibility. So I'll decide in a few minutes here. I'm just kind of poking out the tail end of this. It's exactly 12 on the hour. We'll wait till we get the egg chimes, see what we got, and then head over. Zip has joined the server. Yay. All right, there's the end of the egg prediction. So let me just chop off this one. Well, let's see whether or not it was a donation or whether or not he gets his money back. So we had 2 users in this time, and it looks like we got a 50-50 chance. All right, so we have Neon versus Tiz. Neon versus Tiz for truth. Okay, so how many eggs do I have in here? Ooh, can we do it in 4? I think I probably need to get an extra egg, just in case. Alright. There's our 5, and what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We got ourselves a chicken on the very last one. Resolve. Chicken for sure. No! Yeah, we've got ourselves a chicken this time round. When I get over there, that chicken, if he hasn't walked himself off the edge, he will pretty quickly. Alright, so looking at that then, let's just take a quick hi chicken. Look at you out there. And one more refresh just to make sure I haven't missed anybody interesting. Pardon me. You know something? I think rather than going to Minecraft Mom or Bruno, we're actually going to head ourselves over to Chazimac. Now, Chazimac is says Blazing Cave speedrunning. He's one that I've watched a few times, and he's definitely very family friendly. If you've seen him before, he's the Chazzy that's often referenced in Quira's Life when we used to raid in there via Dadcraft. So we're going to head over to Chazzy. And what else does it say? Current personal best D7 Dragon, whatever that means. Day 7 Dragon, I guess? The Blazing Cave speedrunning. It's definitely a different feel than what we're up to today, but I think it's something that's worth it. So we're going to head over to Chazimac, if I can spell it correctly. No problem, Tiz. Thank you very much for dropping in. I really appreciate it. If things work well, you'll get an end screen and I'll say my lovely thank you. So first we're going to start with this one, as always. And then while I spell Chazimac properly, Chazimac. There we go. Okay. Raid started.
Mischief managed.
So, want to say thank you very much to Fantastic Sherlock Fox and to Neon and Tiz for being here. Also for Hobo Zim for dropping by, and CJ Bot for being first. And to Perfect Shot for coming by, ITT Tom, B Silver B. And if there's anyone who was in and lurking and I didn't say your name, I wanted to let you know that you're very much appreciated. I know I've been a little off kilter lately, and just having you guys hang out really does help. So have yourselves a fantastic weekend. I will be back on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more stable in the technology range, but in the meantime, have a great weekend. Give Chazzy our best, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.